Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today I actually wanted to make a little video on whether or not humans actually have free will. Now, there's a lot of controversy when it comes to this topic, whether or not we do or we don't. So really my intention in this video is to kind of explain this question from the perspective of spiritual teachers and mystics. And also, really, for those that are going through a spiritual awakening, this kind of helps you understand with where you are headed on your spiritual journey. If you are in search for the deeper truth, then this video is definitely going to help you. Now, I would like to say before starting that free will is really defined as the ability for humans to have, the opportunity to make choices and decisions that are not predetermined or controlled by any external factors or forces. So looking at free will really from that perspective will really help you with this video. Now, if you are someone that has gone through a spiritual awakening, you might have started dabbling with the idea of consciousness. What is consciousness? How do we expand our consciousness? What is the mind? How do we rise above the mind? And so if all of these things are of interest to you, then this video is going to be helpful, because really what saints and mystics tell us is that as long as we are a prisoner of our mind, then those thoughts that we're having aren't ours. And if we are acting from a place of not having any control over our thoughts and what we're doing and really anchoring ourselves in that present moment, then we truly aren't free, because we are conditioned by those memories of the past, thoughts of the future, and really are acting from a place of not being conscious of our actions that we're taking. Just take a look at how many people are born as humans. They go through their entire lives not really understanding the conditioning, the patterning that they are subject to, and also have no idea about their mind, what consciousness is, and before you know it, that's the end of the runway, the end of their life. So the question is, if our thoughts, if our mind is really controlling what we do, then how is that really free will? And so the whole purpose of the expansion of our consciousness is really to become aware of that truth. And the only way you can do that is if you rise above the mind, break that illusion of the mind, and that is when you are truly able to create from a place of freedom. Now, from the moment that humans are actually born, we are actually tied to karma and causality. Now, at this point, even if somebody wanted to really dispute karma and past lives, we can go through past life regression to really learn what's happened in those previous lifetimes, which as a consequence of which what we're experiencing in this lifetime does have an impact of what we're going through right now. We also know that, we are now accumulating more karma as we go through this lifetime. So if we are caught between previous actions, new actions, and the reactions of those actions, and don't really understand the impact of what's happening to us, then how are we really free? We are subject to a lot that has happened in the past that we are playing out now. And just look at how long it takes us to break certain patterns. Now, for those of you going through spiritual awakenings, those that have a higher calling, even twin flames, take a look at how many times we hear and we talk about the fact that we are here as curse breakers, breaking our family patterns. Well, think about this. If we really had free will, then why do we need to break the ancestral curses or ancestral patterns of our lineage? If everybody can act of complete free will, then why is there a need to break those chains and those patterns? And so the truth is that until you become aware of your actions by rising above the mind and experiencing pure consciousness, you cannot. You will be driven by the memories of the old actions and will find yourself repeating things, not understanding the impact, the karma, the causality of your actions, and therefore unable to break free of this repetitive cycle. Now, the truth is that if you've undergone a spiritual awakening, this is the most greatest blessing that could have been given to you in your lifetime. You can actually now use this opportunity to go within, really understand the truth of who you really are at the soul level, rising above the mind, so that you can actually make decisions and choices from that pure place of pure consciousness. And when you are able to do that, you will be able to break free these patterns of birth and rebirth, and also really understanding who you really are at the soul level. Until you are able to understand what consciousness is, what the mind is doing to you in your daily life and your routine, you are unable to be truly free and really operate from that state of awareness. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.